For more on TikTok, let's bring in Brent Thill of Jefferies. Brent, great to have you with us. Is there a back of the envelope calculation that one can do, or maybe you have done, as to how much Meta would actually gain if there were no more TikTok, or how much Snap would gain if there were no more TikTok?
Well, there's no doubt that both those are the beneficiaries because everyone's been running away towards TikTok. So those are the two big platforms. And I think Reels from Meta has really come back. And despite if they go away or not, I think Reels has huge momentum and is creating, a flywheel for Meta that they haven't seen for a while. So the momentum's building there. But yeah, a clear ban would be the most beneficial to Meta and Snap. And beyond that, perhaps it frees up some other ad dollars. Usually, search dollars aren't combined with the social dollars, but certainly, the rest of the group would benefit. I don't think that happens, to be honest. I think there's going to be a way that they can find out a way to find a balance between what they want and what the government wants. And ultimately, I don't think it gets fully banned because, as you said, half the country is using it. There's 5 million small businesses on it. It is, contagious in my household. And you look at the young generation that's on this. There would be a huge revolt from getting banned. But I think ultimately this can be dealt with in a way with different ownership, a different board, different structure to ensure that we don't get the situations that we had with the Forbes reporter that was followed in their GPS. I mean, some of these things are pretty creepy in terms of what has gone on behind the scenes. So clearly that needs to be addressed before this can move forward.
Let's say there is an announcement, post-hearing on Thursday that TikTok is not going to get, not going to be subject to an outright ban, that they will exist in some way, shape, or form, housed within the U.S., whatever you want to call it. What does Meta do? How much comes out of the stock?
Meta's been rising on the cost savings. So, last fall when they came out with the plan, it came out 2 weeks after and cut the plan, and the stocks doubled on the operational spend. It hasn't been running on the TikTok news. It's been running on the core operational improvement. Numbers are going to start to get easier. You're going to see growth rates reaccelerate, albeit single digit. You're going to go from low single digit to perhaps mid to high single digit by the end of the year. So I think it's running more on that. Stocks at 16 times earnings. You've had a run out of banks and industrials and cyclicals and other names. So I think that's been a rotational beneficiary in the cost savings. It really has not. The investors that I talk to, in which are institutional investors, are really focused on that, not on this. So yeah, it's going to be a downdraft if it doesn't to both Snap and Meta. Call it probably less for Meta. It's probably going to be a bigger downdraft for Snap if they don't get banned.
All right,
but I think ultimately it goes back to a cheap stock for Meta and the cost discipline that they're putting forward.